Hello student, welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope you are enjoying your summer vacations. But today we are going to discuss how to do holiday homework of science class 7. So let's start how to do. First part is reading. In the reading part, you have to read chapter 1, 2 and 3 daily. Some of the pages you have to read and make the habit to read by yourself and find out the hard words and write down their meanings also so that you can improve your vocabulary. Is that clear? After then, we have given the learning part. What you will do in learning part? This is the memorization part. So you have to memorize. It means learn the chapter 1 and chapter 2 question answer. What type of question answer? All the types of question answer, like bookwork, whatever given in the back side of the book, and notebook question answer also, whatever you have written in the class, whatever the questions. These all type of questions you have to learn daily. Little, it means that means you have to learn some of the questions like bookwork, notebook daily. Clear? Make the practice and revise again and again. Clear? So it makes you your active your mind. Clear? Next part, writing. In writing part, you have to do hot questions of chapter 1 and chapter 2 in their notebook. Where is the hot question? What is the meaning of hot question? Hot question means higher order thinking question. Where is the hot questions? You can see in the exercise questions. Clear? After the ending of the chapter, you will see exercise questions. Here you can see this is the exercise questions, and in the exercise question, when the long question answer and then the higher order questions, you can see higher order thinking skills question. These type of question you have to do in your notebook. Clear? How to do these type of question? First, read the chapter carefully, understand the chapter, and then after you have to read this type of question and think about that type of question, and then write the answer first in rough notebook and then check your answer, this is the correct and language is correct, then you can write your answer in your fair notebook. Is that clear? So these type of questions you have to do, and reading part makes you perfect vocabulary and improve your reading skills after then learning, so that your mind be active in the summer breaks, so that you can continue active your mind. So you have to learn and memorize again. Memorization part, this is the memorization part, and in this part you have to learn your all type of questions, chapter 1 and chapter 2. Is that clear? In writing you have to do the hot questions. Clear? In your notebook. After that we will discuss activity based questions. So in your holiday homework we have given activity questions. It means you have to do any two activities. Clear? In your notebook. So let's start how to do the activity. Okay student, in the activity part you have to do any two activity in your science notebook. So what is the first activity and what you will do in the first activity? In the first activity, this is the heterotrophic nutrition activity, and as you know what is the heterotrophic nutrition. Clear? So those organisms they cannot make their own food and they depend on the others organism. Clear? So you have to find out these type of organism, they show that such kind of heterotrophic nutrition. So what you have to do in the activity first, with the help of internet, you have to take the help of internet and search heterotrophic nutrition plants. Clear? and you have to collect these pictures of different plants which have the heterotrophic mode of nutrition. So on the internet, you have to search different plants they show heterotrophic mode of nutrition, and their pictures you have to collect and take the printout and cut them and paste like this one, number one, and paste such kind of plants picture, clear, and right here also heterotrophic mode of nutrition like this one, hetero heterotrophic nutrition. And students, you have to paste this one picture of that plant that show the heterotrophic mode of nutrition, clear. And second picture and third picture, and you have to also write their name also in front of this one here, name of the plant, name of the plant. So in your notebook, write number one, paste the picture of that plants that show the heterotrophic nutrition, and in front of this one picture you have to write their name also. And then second, paste this one picture of this one plant and write their name also. And by this way you can uh, complete the activity first. Any 5 to 10 whatever you have to find out on the internet and collect that pictures of that plants and paste them and write their name, clear. And this is your activity first. And what you will do in activity 2, so I will tell you the activity 2 how to do. Okay student, in this activity 2, mode of feeding, what you have to do in the activity 2, in the mode of in this activity mode of feeding, it means the way of taking food by the different animal. So you have to be observe around you, you have to around you, you have to be observe the animals, clear. And different animals you have to be observe around you and find out the type of food. First, that animals you have observed nearby you, at your home, anywhere you have observed, and you seen the any animals, and you have to find out what type of food they eat, clear. What type of food they eat, what type of food they eat. And second thing, you have to find out how they you have to find out the mode of feeding they undergo. Mode of feeding means the way of taking food, how they take the food into the body, clear. So you have to write down number one, like for example cow, you have observed the cow animals, and you have observed that what type of food eaten by the cow. So you will observe that cow eat the grass and plant food and plant, like this type of food they generally eat. And what type of mode of feeding? By mouth. By mouth they take the food, clear, rapidly, clear. And second, for example, second is frog, you have observed frog, this one animal you have observed, and you notice that what type of food frog take. It means they take the insect, that their type of food is insect, generally they eat the insect. And next is mode of feeding, how they take the insect? By the by sticky tongue. With the help of sticky tongue, generally frog catch the insect, and by this way they take their food. Clear? So many of the animals around you, you can observe and write these animals, make the this such kind of table. First is sequence number, second four column animals, and third column for type of food they eat, and fourth column is mode of feeding. Feeding means how the way of taking food. So write down these animals and their type of food, and then their way of taking food, how they take the food, like humans. For example, you can take the humans, and what type of food they eat, all type of food, plant food, animal food they generally take. And how they take the food, with the help of hand they take food and put into the mouth, and by this way they can they can take the food. Clear? So now I hope you will understand this type of activity. And then next activity is, it is the last activity, activity third, we will understand how to do. So student, this is the activity third, about temperature. But you have to do only the two activity from these three activity. Above the three activity, you have to do only the two activity in your notebook. So what is the activity third? Take a thermometer. You have to take the thermometer. Which type of thermometer? Clinical thermometer. Clinical thermometer, which is used by the doctor. When you go to the doctor, na doctor use that type of thermometer to measure your body temperature. Such kind of thermometer is called the clinical thermometer, which is used to measure the temperature of your body. Is that clear? So such kind of thermometer you have to be use and measure the body temperature of 5 family members in your family members. Clear? In your family member, you have to measure the body temperature, any 5 family members, and note down the reading of that temperature in your notebook. So that body temperature, any 5 family member, and that body temperature you have to be write down in your notebook and find out the average temperature of the body. How to find out the average temperature? It means you have measured now 5 family member body temperature. How many of members you have measured the body temperature? For example, 5. You have to add all the body temperature there. And how many members you have measured? For example, you have measured the temperature of 5 members, so divide by the 5. By this way you can find out the average temperature, and write down the average temperature in your notebook. And also mention the precaution, very important. You have to also mention the precautions that is to be taken while taking temperature using a clinical thermometer. While you are taking temperature of your family member, that time what type of precautions we have to be follow. Clear? That times precaution you have to write down these precaution in your notebook also. Is that clear? So first you have to measure that you have to take the clinical thermometer, and then measure the body temperature of any 5 family members, and then record them and write these reading in your notebook and find out the average temperature, and mention precaution while taking the temperature by using a clinical thermometer. So you have to write down the precaution also. Clear? This is the holiday homework of science class 7. Clear? By this way you have to do your holiday homework and enjoy your summer breaks. Clear? If you are still not subscribe my channel, first subscribe the channel, and don't forget the press the bell icon so that you can receive the upcoming my videos notification. So thank you for watching video.